The dishwasher was 11 months old, and the woman who owned it had paid $140 for a protection plan on the day she bought it, and she called me anyway because the plan's service line had given her a window 9 days out, and she had a house full of people coming on Saturday. I started turning wrenches in 1978 and ran my own shop for about 4 decades, somewhere near 10,000 machines. In all that time, I never once told a customer to buy the extended warranty, and it was not because I wanted the repair work. A $126 plan against a $26 difference. Those are the two numbers, and I will show you where both come from. Then I will give you the 90 days that actually decide whether that machine lasts, which is the part nobody sells you at the register. Reliability engineers draw appliance failure as a shape called the bathtub curve, and it explains exactly what the extended warranty is priced against. The first stretch is the early failure period. It starts high the first time the machine runs and drops away fast because what fails in that window is manufacturing defect and installation error, and those units leave service early. Then comes the long, flat middle, the useful life, where the rate settles to its lowest level. Then it climbs again at the end as bearings and seals wear out. The standard 1-year parts and labor warranty is calibrated to the first stretch. Years 2 through 8 are the lowest failure phase of the machine's life. Failures begin climbing again around year 9, and when a manufacturer puts 5 or 10 years on a compressor specifically, that is confidence in that part through the flat middle, which is why the sealed system gets years, and the ice maker gets 12 months. Look at where the extended plan sits, 3 or 5 years, beginning when the manufacturer year ends. That is the flat middle. Nobody designed that as a trick. Hardware margins are thin, a service contract carries no inventory and no freight. The commission structure rewards the person who asks, and the actuary priced the window that was left over. One limit. The bathtub curve describes populations of machines, not yours, and no manufacturer publishes a failure curve for a specific model. Consumer Reports has been running this arithmetic for years, and 2 figures out of it are the whole argument. The median price actually paid for a service plan on a major appliance was $126. On a small appliance, it was $21. Then the other side of the ledger, when appliances did break, repairs cost on average not much more than the plan itself, and the median difference in their survey was $26. That is not the same claim as saying repairs are cheap. It says the typical repair and the typical plan land within about $26 of each other, which means you are not insuring against a catastrophe you could not absorb. You are prepaying a bill of roughly the same size for a fault that may never arrive in the years it is least likely to. Those are survey figures from a particular period. Plans on a French door run higher today, and so does the repair. The gap is what to watch, and it has stayed small. What those repairs cost, part by part, is in the appliance survival manual. This video is one argument. The manual is the case file. Decision tables by machine and by age, the 12 parts that actually fail, and what each costs, and the language to hold a manufacturer to the warranty it already wrote. Linked below. Next is why the offer arrives at the register. Protection plans are not advertised on the showroom floor, beside the capacity and the decibel rating. They appear at the register after you have decided, when the salesperson has your card in the machine and 30 seconds of your attention. 78% of shoppers surveyed said checkout did not conclude without at least a suggestion that they buy a service plan, and at some stores, shoppers reported feeling strongly urged. The reason is on the profit and loss. A Penn State study found typical margins of 15 to 20% on the products themselves against more than 200% on the extended warranty. But the clearest description of this business does not come from a critic. It comes from the warranty industry's own material aimed at dealers, which explains that protection plans often make up 15 to 35% of a store's total gross profit, while accounting for a much smaller share of sales revenue, because warranties require no inventory, no delivery, and no returns. So nearly every dollar over cost goes straight to the bottom line at 2 to 5 times the margin percentage of the hardware itself. That is not a scandal. It is a company explaining its product to its distribution channel, and it explains the last piece, which surprises people. If you decline at the register, post-sale marketing contacts you afterward, and the industry reports recovering up to 15% of the coverage. Customers turn down. The call that comes a week later is not customer service. It is the second attempt. And he had the folder out on the kitchen table before I had my bag open because he wanted me to see. He had paid for the protection plan, and he wanted to know why the plan had told him the repair was not covered. It was covered, twice over. The machine was 14 months old. The fault was in the sealed system, and the manufacturer's warranty ran 5 years on exactly that. He had bought coverage he already held and been routed into a queue for it. That duplication is the first objection Consumer Reports raises, along with a second one worth hearing. Buying a plan tells manufacturers that shortening their written warranties sells more plans. So before you decide anything at a register, know what you already hold. The manufacturer year on everything. The sealed system years on the compressor, condenser, and tubing, which on most refrigerators runs 5, and the retailer's return window, which is a stronger remedy than any repair, because a return is a new machine rather than a fixed one, then the one almost nobody uses. Many Visa, MasterCard, and American Express cards extend the manufacturer's warranty by a year on eligible purchases automatically with no form to file. I am not telling you your card does this. I am telling you to read your card's benefits guide, because if it is there, you already own a year of what the man at the register is selling. Now, the part where I argue against myself, the strongest version of the other side, is not a marketing line. It is a real observation about where the exposure sits. The warranty industry's own argument is that relying on manufacturer coverage alone leaves an owner exposed after the first year or two, which is when breakdowns start and when repair costs land entirely out of pocket. And that argument is sound because the bathtub curve says the middle years are the safest, rather than saying they are empty, and a machine that fails in year 3 has nothing behind it beyond the sealed system. Where I concede real ground is on category. On a professional range, a built-in refrigerator or a front-load washer, a single failure runs several $100s fitted, and the plan is a smaller fraction of a much larger machine. There, the arithmetic gets close enough that reasonable people land on either side, and there is a case with nothing to do with expected value. If an unplanned $600 would genuinely hurt your month, a plan is a budgeting instrument, priced like one, and there is no shame in buying certainty. What I object to is the plan being sold as protection against a machine that is likely to break in the years it is least likely to break. Read the terms before the register, not after the fault, because the exclusions are where these agreements are actually decided. The authorized servicer clause comes first. The plan does not send you a technician. It sends you to a network, and you cannot pick your own shop and submit the bill, which means that if nobody in that network is taking work in your county this month, the contract is still perfectly valid and your refrigerator is still warm. Then the money that is not covered. Many plans carry a deductible or a fee per claim. Cosmetic damage is out. Wear items are out, which on a washer can include the very parts most likely to go. Food loss is capped. well under the contents of a full refrigerator, and requires documentation nobody has after throwing the food away. And the one nobody uses. Service contracts are generally cancelable with a pro rata refund of the unused term. If you bought 5 years on a machine you replaced in year 2, that money is often still recoverable, and nobody is going to call and remind you. I cannot tell you the odds on any particular plan, and I want to be straight about why. Administrators do not publish claims paid against premiums collected, and without that ratio, nobody outside those companies can say, what share of your $126 comes back as repairs? The manual has the clause-by-clause version linked below. Now the 90 days that actually matter. Do this instead, and it costs nothing. The first 90 days are the only stretch where you hold every remedy at once. The return window is open. The full warranty is open. The machine has been touched by nobody but the delivery crew, so no argument about what you did to it, is available to anyone, and it is the exact window when manufacturing defect and installation error surface, because that is what the early failure period is made of. Run every cycle in the first week, not the 2 you will use. Every one. The sanitize cycle, the self-clean on the oven, the ice maker filled and emptied twice, the heavy soil dishwasher cycle with a full load. Whatever you will not touch again until Thanksgiving, run it in the first 7 days, because a fault you find in week 1 is a return, and a fault you find in month 11 is a repair appointment. Check the install, not just the machine. Level it with an actual level, front to back and side to side. Look at the water line. For a kink behind the cabinet, pull the dryer out, and confirm the vent is connected to the wall and not lying loose behind it, which I found more times than I can count on brand new installations. A great deal of what looks like a defective appliance in month 1 is a delivery crew that was running late. Log it the first time something is odd. Date, symptom, what the machine was doing. A noise you wrote down in week 2 is evidence. The same noise remembered vaguely in month 10 is a conversation. Register the machine and keep the receipt somewhere that is not a drawer full of receipts. And call on the first fault, not the third, because waiting is how a return becomes a repair, and a repair becomes a bill. One more piece, which most people never try. When something fails in an unreasonably short time, or when there is a known problem affecting many customers, manufacturers frequently do help outside the written warranty with free or discounted parts, a subsidized repair, sometimes a replacement, and the advice from Consumer Reports is to ask and, if necessary, to appeal all the way up to the executive office. I watched that work more often than I watched a service contract pay out cleanly. $126 buys you a queue. 90 days of attention buys you a remedy. Put the pieces in one line, and the decision makes itself. The plan is priced against the flattest, safest years of the machine's life. The dangerous years at the front are already covered by the manufacturer, and sometimes twice over. If your card carries an extension, the expensive failures at the back arrive after most plans expire, and the gap between plan and repair has stayed small enough that you are prepaying rather than insuring. The exception stands where I put it. Pro ranges, built-in refrigeration, front-load washers, and any household where an unplanned $600 would do real damage. Buy it there with your eyes open, knowing you are buying certainty rather than value. Everywhere else, keep the $126, read your card's benefits guide, and spend the first 90 days testing the machine you paid for. If the person at the register asks, you now have a better answer than no. Ask what the deductible is, who the service or network is in your zip code, and whether the plan is cancelable for a pro rata refund. You will learn more from how those are answered than from the brochure. No sponsors on this channel, no manufacturer money, nothing but the tickets and the book I wrote out of them. The Appliance Survival Manual is linked below. Subscribe if you would rather hear the arithmetic before the register than after the fault. And in the comments, give me 2 numbers: what you paid for a plan and what it ever paid out. I want the ratio nobody publishes. Next time, why rinsing your dishes before they go in the machine is quietly wrecking it, and 6 other habits doing the same thing.